we need to address a highly controversial perspective that's gaining traction. It comes from an article titled Weaponized Rejection: How Women Use No to Control Men and How to Flip It. This title alone signals a deeply inflammatory viewpoint. It dives headfirst into the often fraught dynamics of male-female interactions, particularly in the realm of dating and relationships. The central argument presented is stark and challenging. It contends that women strategically employ the word no. Specifically, this strategy is said to occur within the context of romantic or sexual advances. The article frames this use of no not merely as a boundary, but as a deliberate tool. It is argued that this tool is used to exert power. Furthermore, it is used to exert control over men. This framing positions women in a highly negative light, suggesting they are manipulative. Conversely, it positions men as potential victims of this manipulation. The argument centers on a specific claim about women's understanding. It suggests women understand the significant emotional impact rejection has on men. The article posits that women leverage this understanding directly to their advantage. This leveraging manifests in various ways within interactions. Examples provided include withholding affection. Another example is the setting of boundaries. A key example is the refusal of sexual advances. The article suggests these actions are not simply genuine expressions of personal preference or comfort. Instead, it suggests these actions are calculated maneuvers. These maneuvers are allegedly designed specifically to manipulate men's behavior. Ultimately, they are presented as tactics intended to maintain a position of dominance within the dynamic. The second part of the article's title, How to Flip It, hints at a proposed solution or strategy. This section is aimed directly at men. It offers tactics intended to counteract this perceived manipulation. One potential tactic suggested is ignoring the impact of rejection altogether. Another related tactic is minimizing the emotional impact of rejection. Developing a thicker skin is presented as a necessary defense mechanism. Detaching emotionally from the outcome of interactions is also proposed. Focusing on alternative pursuits outside of seeking validation from women is encouraged. The article suggests reframing the entire situation. It encourages men to view rejection not as a personal failing on their part. Instead, they are encouraged to view rejection as merely a strategic move by the woman. This reframing is intended to disempower the perceived weapon. Further potential tactics involve men taking control of the interaction themselves. Asserting dominance within the dynamic is presented as a countermove. Setting their own boundaries is also advised. Actively pursuing other options and not fixating on a single woman is a key strategy. It is crucial to state up front that this article's premise is highly contentious. It risks perpetuating harmful stereotypes about women, painting them as inherently manipulative. It also risks perpetuating harmful stereotypes about men, suggesting they are easily controlled by emotional responses. The article significantly simplifies complex human interactions. It reduces these interactions primarily to a power struggle. The very notion of weaponized rejection implies deliberate and malicious intent behind a woman's actions. This implication may not accurately reflect the genuine motivations behind a woman's decision to say no. The likely impact of this article is deeply divisive. It may resonate strongly with men who feel frustrated or frequently rejected. For these men, it may validate negative feelings they hold. It could also reinforce a sense of distrust towards women. Conversely, it is likely to anger women significantly. It will also likely anger advocates for gender equality. Many will see this perspective as a misogynistic attempt. It can be interpreted as aiming to undermine women's autonomy. Furthermore, it appears to aim at undermining women's agency in choosing their partners and interactions. The debate surrounding this article will likely center intensely on the nature of consent. It will also focus heavily on power dynamics within relationships and dating. Ultimately, the debate will scrutinize the validity of the article's core claims and the ethics of its proposed strategies.